The current turmoil in financial markets is obviously driven by the great trade uncertainty which we're facing. And uncertainty is one of the most difficult things for trade and investment to deal with. Because if businesses don't know what tariffs they'll be facing in the future, it's very hard for them to invest. Investment is something which typically takes place over a period of many years. These tariffs have been put in place almost overnight. Obviously, there was, President Trump said that he was going to do this, but the exact details were very unclear to many people. So now we have some more clarity on which tariffs are in place, but there's been an expression of a desire to potentially negotiate on some of these. So it's possible some of these tariffs may come down. There will be some level of retaliation from other countries. And so without having a clear picture of where we're going to end, very hard for businesses to react appropriately. So there's some unclarity as to which sectors are going to be impacted in the long term, which countries will be impacted. One of the things which is notable about these sets of tariffs is that they're very different depending on source markets. So you would expect that to lead to some trade diversion, as exports are shifted from one market to another to get into the US. And that's something which doesn't really have any actual benefit to the US. And so it seems like perhaps a level of disruption which is beyond what we would need to achieve the effect which the US wants, which is achieving some tariff revenue, achieving perhaps some manufacturing investment into the US and so forth. So as I said, one of the greatest ways to deal with the disruption is to reduce uncertainty. And to do that, you need clarity, you need transparency into supply chains. The only way you can do that is with technology. The other thing which businesses are looking to do is to diversify their trade flows. So they're trading into new markets, they're sourcing their supplies from new markets. But the reason they haven't been doing that to date is that sometimes it's very hard to trade into a number of markets. There's administrative barriers and others which make it hard to trade. And technology is one of the best ways to facilitate trade. It allows us to cut the costs of trade, and as I provide more certainty, make trade move faster, and brought together, these can have a much greater impact than most tariffs actually. So I'm very optimistic about the future which trade facilitation can bring, enabled by technology, to help us deal with some of the new barriers which trade faces.